Here's me, circa 1996 and probably 1999. I've had a clear fascination for the seaside from an early age. Looking back over these photos, it was clear how happy and overjoyed I was being there as well. Although I don't remember being there, I'm sure these were in Devon. The weird thing about the seaside though, no matter which beach or town you're at, it almost always feels the same as a child. Every element necessary is there. Fish and chips, sea, sun, sand, and of course ice cream. I remember one time we went to one town by the sea in Devon, and the only clear memory I have is being distinctly scared by a puppet fortune teller, which is probably where my fear of puppets came from. The rolling waves and the sound that comes with it is something that truly captures the seaside. It's that smell that hits your nose as you walk down to the beachfront, after waiting so patiently in a car journey eventually to get there. It's hard to pinpoint a specific time and place when it comes to the seaside. An overall feeling more encapsulates the memories associated with sunshine, sea, pebbles and the sand. It is a lost sense of awe that comes from the sea crashing against the beaches and then separating itself from the land, reaffirming our tiny existence against the backdrop of a never-ending swash of waves. But the shops and arcades that surround the beach have a different agenda. They have to fight for survival due to the issues that seaside towns face economically. So in turn, it moves away from its core values, and from that no longer thinks of the sea and the beaches in the same way. They rely on tourists and the excitement of children and families in order to thrive. Without that, they look in disdain towards the town and the seaside, unable to adapt to their surroundings. It's a strange thing to watch anyway, on off-season, the state of the area and the ghost town that is left. As if the families that used to go there have drifted apart from the seaside, no longer wanting to see each other. Although I don't think you can fall out of love with the seaside. It depends where you go, but there are definitely places that you can never get over. Whitstable for one, West Wittering for another. The constant building that surrounds the seaside becomes overwhelming. It gives other attractions, but it also detracts from the nature of sea and sand. Maybe as I'm older, that's more what I'm drawn to. The connection between sea and sand, and the nature of it, more than the tacky stores and commercialization that surrounds it. Maybe I've been searching to find this childlike view of the seaside because of my own issues with my family over the past year. Even at 22, seeing your parents move away from each other and split up does still have an effect on you. On one hand, as an adult, if that's what's best for them, that's fine, and I hope they'll be happy. But on the other, I don't think the same family dynamic will ever exist again. At least all three of us children have grown up, two of which have their own kids. But I feel like maybe I'm drawn to the seaside now because it was a place that we religiously went as a family. Even though we didn't live next to one, it'd always be on a bank holiday or just any holiday for that matter. And we went as a family and spent quality time with each other. I mean, I don't think there will ever be a moment that all of us will be able to go again as a family. And I'm not sure how that makes me feel. It's hard even if we were all in the same room together. I know that the dynamic between my mum and dad would never be the same. And I really don't understand the false front they put on in front of their grandchildren. But I guess that's the weird thing about the seaside though. Even after so many years, it's still the same. Run down by weather and poverty, but most seaside towns still remain the same, stuck in the nostalgia that they can never escape. I started this exploration wanting to regain a sense of childlike wonder, but I don't think I'll ever be able to get this back. Instead, I think my nephew acts as a catalyst. It's the sense of freedom that comes with it, as he runs across the beach, finding pebbles and seashells, overjoyed by the discovery. Something that is near impossible to be so excited about as an adult. Through this exploration, I've come to terms with the notion that I won't be able to feel this sense of freedom again. Instead, it's something that one recreates with your own family. And maybe I aspire to have my own one day, to bring this joy and freedom to them. Good. I'm filming your feet. Oh no! Come on, I'll come over you.